Assalamualaikum Dr. Siti Fazilah and everyone. Welcome to our article review presentation. Our topic today is digital transformation in business and management. A review of contemporary literature. We are Group NBT7A from the Diploma in Office and Technology Management. First, let us introduce our group member. I'm Shazwan.
Hi, I am Muhammad Amir Fuad bin Kamaruddin.
Hi, I am Nur Jasmine Dayana binti Jaafar.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Roslani Alwi bin Shakri.
I'll be presenting our introduction and the first article. Together with me today are Jasmine, who will cover Article 2 and 3, Amir, who will be present Article 4, and Alwi, who will be present Article 5 and our conclusion. Before we begin, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to our respected lecturer, Dr. Siti Fazilah bin Hamid, for her invaluable guidance and support throughout this assignment for the course OBM101, Information Skills for Academic Purposes. We also thanks all our group members for their teamwork and our family and our friend for their encouragement. Now, for our introduction, our topic focus on digitalization and digital transformation as key drivers of competitiveness in modern business. From large firm to small and medium enterprise, digital technology has completely changed how business operate, compete, and create value. And that is what our 5 article explore. Let me explain how we found our article. We searched 4 database: Springerling, Science Direct, Taylor, and Francis. Through the UiTM library as well as Google Scholar, our keyword were digital transformation, digitalization in business, and digital transformation SMEs. For selection, we only choose peer-reviewed journal articles published from 2020 onwards and related to business and management. From this process, we selected 5 articles for review. Our first article is The Role of Digitalization in Business and Management by Calderon Munger and Ribeiro Soriano, published in the Review of Managerial Science in 2024. This article serves as our big picture overview. Its purpose is to carry out a systematic literature review of how digitalization has developed across 3 major business areas: management, marketing and finance, and accounting. The study is guided by 3 research questions: how the literature developed up to 2022, what the main research topics are, and what gaps remain for the future. In terms of method, the authors analyzed 119 review articles from the Web of Science database, published between 2018 and April 2022. They followed the PRISMA protocol: identification, screening, eligibility, and inclusion, and used VOS Viewer software to analyze keywords and identify the main theme. For the finding, in marketing, key trends include digital marketing performance and using big data to understand consumer behavior. In management, the focus is on turning information into knowledge and applying digital technology to logistics and supply chain. In finance and accounting, the focus is on fintech, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. In conclusion, this review provides the most complete overview of digitalization and links it to the existing management theory. One interesting point is that research on this topic rose sharply after 2020. Now, I will hand over to Jasmine for our second article.
Thank you, Shazwan. Our second article is Digital Transformation, a multidisciplinary reflection and research agenda by Verhoef and colleagues, published in the Journal of Business Research in 2021. While the first article gave the big picture, this one focuses specifically on digital transformation. Its purpose to bring together insights from 5 different fields: marketing, information systems, strategy, innovation, and operations. The paper has 3 objectives: to identify the external factors driving digital transformation, to discuss the strategic imperative firms must respond to, and to propose a research agenda for the future. For the method, the authors conducted a scoping review. They started with over 5,500 papers and narrowed it down to a final sample of 84 high-quality articles from 42 leading journals published between 2000 and 2018. They then applied thematic coding using 2 independent coders to ensure analysis was reliable. Their main contribution is identifying 3 phases of digital change. The first is digitization, simply converting analog information into digital form. The second is digitalization, using technology to improve existing processes. And the third, the most advanced, is digital transformation, a company-wide change that creates entirely new business models. They also identify 3 external drivers: digital technology, digital competition, and changing customer behavior. In conclusion, the key message is that digital transformation is not just about technology. It requires firms to rethink the whole business model, structure, and how they measure success. This is especially challenging for traditional companies. Our third article is Business Process Management and Artificial Intelligence by Fetke and Dai, Francisco Marino, published in KI, Constellation Intelligence in 2025. This one zooms in on how AI is transforming the way businesses manage their processes. The authors review the field from 3 perspectives: the BPM side, how processes are modeled, analyzed, and improved and monitored; the AI side, the different AI abilities being used, and the application domains where this combination is applied. For the method, the authors conducted a literature survey which they described as a view from the lighthouse, a broad overview rather than every detail. Their main source was the AI for BPM workshop, which published more than 50 papers between 2017 and 2024. To organize their review, they used 2 frameworks: Dumas and colleagues' 5 BPM lifecycle phases and Russell and Norvig 6 core AI abilities. For the findings, they map where AI is applied across the 5 BPM phases, from identifying and analyzing processes to redesigning, implementing, and monitoring them. They connect these 6 AI abilities, including natural language processing, machine learning, and robotics, and they show the main application domains such as manufacturing, healthcare, and banking, and also insurance. Looking ahead, the most important future direction they highlight is agentic BPM, the use of autonomous AI agents that can manage processes on their own. They also point to hybrid approaches and expandability, making sure AI decisions can be trusted. Their key message is that although AI is often just a buzzword, there is real substance behind it, and the future lies in better integrating AI and business process management. Now, I will pass over to Alwi, our fourth article. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Our fourth articles in the future of social media in marketing by Evans, Grewal, Hadi, and Stephen, published in the Journal of the Academy of Marketing Science in 2020. This article focused on one specific and powerful digital channel: social media. The others set out to answer a single question: what is the future of social media in marketing? To do this, they identify 9 themes organized by how soon each will matter: the immediate, near and far future, and they examine each theme through 3 lenses: the consumer, the industry, and public policy. In terms of method, this is a conceptual paper rather than an empirical study. The others built their frameworks by combining 3 sources: existing academic research, direct discussion with industry leaders, and popular public discourse. To give a sense of scale, they note that the number of social media users was projected to reach around 3.29 billion by 2022, over 40% of the world's population. For the findings, they present 9 themes across the 3 time waves. In the immediate future, omni-social presence, where social media touch every part of the consumer journey, the risk of influencers, including micro and visual influencers, and growing privacy concerns. In the near future, social media's debate role in long lines, the shift toward invisible AI-driven consumer care, and social media as a political tool, bringing challenges like echo chambers and fake news. And in the far future, increased sensory richness through AR, VR, voice, and touch technology, the full convergence of online and offline life, and the social media by non-humans, bots, and visual influencers becoming normal parts of the ecosystem. In conclusion, the others argue that social media in marketing is still very much in a state of flux, exciting but uncertain. Their key message is that what truly matters is not the technology itself, but what people actually do on social media. They emphasize that social media has become culturally dominant, a major channel for communication, advertising, and even politics, and that AI, immersive technologies, and non-human actors will reshape how consumers and brands interact. Now, I hand over to Amir for our final article.
Thank you, Alwi. Our 5th and final article is Role of Digital Transformation for Sustainable Competitive Advantage of SMEs by Lu and Shaharudin, published in Cogent Business and Management in 2024. This article brings our topic down to a very practical level: how small and medium enterprises, which usually have limited resources, can use digital transformation to build a lasting competitive edge. The study is guided by 2 research questions. How does digital transformation help SMEs develop and sustain competitive advantage? And which specific digital technologies help SMEs overcome their resource limitations? For the method, the authors use a systematic literature review combined with bibliometric analysis, drawing from the Web of Science core collection. They follow a 3-stage process, which is planning, operation, and dissemination, and use Excel and VOS Viewer for analysis. To show their funnel, they started with 1,856 articles on sustainable competitive advantage, narrow it down to 57 that address digital transformation, and after that they found out only 7 focus on SMEs, highlighting a real gap in the study. Concludes that digital transformation fosters competitive advantage through 2 key mechanisms: by enhancing dynamic and big data capabilities, and also by driving both technological and business model innovation. Furthermore, the findings identify 3 critical technologies, which are big data for informed decision making, artificial intelligence for automation, and digital platforms and cloud computing for scalable, cost-effective infrastructure. In conclusion, the authors emphasized that digital transformation acts as a catalyst for strengthening the innovation and dynamic capabilities of SMEs. A core takeaway for practitioners is that digital transformation is not a fashion show. Rather than blindly adopting trendy technologies, SMEs must align their investments with their specific organizational culture, strategic needs, and existing business models. Ultimately, the authors underscore that successful digital transformation transcends simple technology adoptions, representing instead a fundamental and holistic organizational change. To conclude, our 5 articles weave together a singular, cohesive narrative of digital transformation. Articles 1 and 2 establish the foundation, outlining the macro evolution of digitalization and the universal 3-phase journey firms undergo. Building on that framework, Article 3 examines the operational shift driven by AI, while Article 4 highlights the external transformation, illustrating how social media has redefined brand-consumer relationship. Finally, Article 5 bridges theory and practice, demonstrating how digital tools empower even small firms to compete on a global scale. Together, this insight map the full spectrum of the modern digital landscape. Digital transformation isn't just a technological shift. It's a total reimagining of how we build capabilities and define our business models. The firms that pivot to this new way of thinking will lead the market, while those that fail to adapt will be left behind. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching, and a special thank you to Dr. Siti Fazila for her guidance throughout this assignment.